Hi everyone, this is James, the director and creator behind Inheritor, and today I want to talk about Inheritor. So throughout this video, I'll be replaying the first teaser and the second teaser. So I just really wanted to make a quick commentary regarding this series and what I'm trying to accomplish with this, and what I think has never really been done before, or hasn't been done enough. Um, so with Inheritor, I started this project back in 5 years ago, like back when it was called the Halo Wars, then it transitioned to Confederacy, and now it's called Inheritor. And so much has changed in this show. And first off, I had so much fun making these two teasers, and I definitely plan on continuing to make more. My production plan in terms of Reign Series 3 and Inheritor is to get Reign Series 3 completely finished and out and publicly viewed before any episodes of Inheritor or any trailers of Inheritor get launched, which is why I'm making little teasers. And I love I loved making them so much because I was able to go back through the Reach campaign, and after playing Halo 4, I liked the Reach campaign a lot more. I wasn't a big fan of Halo 4, and it made me appreciate this Reach campaign a lot more. I mean, I liked it to begin with, but after Halo 4, I'm just like, wow, this is really good. And if you guys read like the Fall of Reach book, I think that the events in that book are more overall. There's more action, and I guess you could say it's more epic than the Halo Reach game. But what I realized is that Bungie didn't do that. Like, they didn't decide to make their last Halo game this epic story. I liked the Reach campaign, and there were definitely epic moments, but I think the book was overall a bit more epic-er than the game. But one thing that I now see is that with the Halo Reach book, The Fall of Reach, that's like Keyes, Master Chief, Sergeant Johnson, and that group. That's their story. That's what they encountered during the Fall of Reach. And with Halo Reach, the game, it's what Noble Team encountered during the Fall of Reach. So it may not be as epic as the book, or there may not be as many epic moments as there was in the book. But every story is different, and Noble Team just went through different occasions versus what Master Chief and Keyes and Sergeant Johnson went through. And that's exactly what Inheritor is going to be. It's going to be a new group of Spartans that we haven't seen before going through this terrible, tragic event in the Halo story, and it's going to be completely different because it's not going to be what Noble Team did or what Master Chief did. It's going to be what they did. And the reason why I'm utilizing so much of the Halo Reach cutscenes in these trailers is because Noble Team's going to have a lot of interaction with Inheritor, not necessarily directly, but they're going to be present in the world. And since Inheritor is created from that game Halo Reach, I really wanted Noble Team to be a dominant theme. And there's been so many criticisms, like when Halo Reach launched, like it's not canon because of the whole Cortana Pillar of Autumn thing. Well, I think it's canon because it's made by fucking Bungie, who made Halo. So I think it's obvious that Halo Reach is canon, and I think now like 343 and Bungie and like the books and just Halo in general, like Halo, like the Halopedia sites and stuff, have considered Halo Reach to be canon, and I think it obviously is canon. But if you don't think it's canon, well, too bad. I think it's canon, and in Inheritor, it's going to be canon. No disrespect, it's just that's what I believe. That Halo Reach is canon. And, I love the Fall of Reach. It's such a great timeline. And I'm so happy that Bungie actually made Halo Reach. It's so interesting. And there's a lot of secrets in these teasers that no one has actually discovered yet. Like in this first teaser, there's so many secrets. But I'm happy that on the second teaser, that people are actually starting to kind of digest the trailer and be like, what are they inheriting? Which is a really great question because that's one of the major themes I'm going to be discussing in Inheritor. So just to get a little bit more information out for this show, stuff that I will be addressing in this show or this series. I guess a really quick, Inheritor is going to have 23 episodes. It's going to be this massive show. It's going to follow the story of a group of soldiers. One's called Karth, another one's called Brad, another one's called Brandon, another one's called Rev, and the girl narrating, her name's Claire, who's voiced by the lovely Dana Reach, who is an amazing voice actor. and she's so freaking good at what she does. Um, Blown away by her performance as Claire. Great job. But Inheritor will be tackling a few things. As you see in the trailer, Claire addresses we are Spartans, or the next teaser after this one. We are Spartans, we are soldiers, we are human, and she says human with a question mark because she doesn't know. And this kind of goes back to Halo 4 with Cortana and Master Chief. Like, who is the machine? Is it Chief or is it Cortana? And by no means am I ripping off these ideas, and I'm not trying to be like I came up with these ideas first, but I did. I mean, or at least for this story, like I always had this for a long time, and Halo 4 just addressed it with Cortana and Chief. So I'm not trying to rip off anything from other Halo games. I just had these ideas in my head for a while, and I don't want people to think that I ripped it off from Halo 4. I didn't. I just had it all along planned out. But I mean, I'll probably do it. I'm going to be doing it a lot differently from Halo 4. That way, it's not like if people don't know that I got it before Halo 4 came out, they're like, oh, it's a ripoff. It's like, oh, it's kind of similar to Halo 4, but it's different, and it will be different. So one of the themes I'm going to be talking about is like what it means to be human, and like, are these Spartan 2s or Spartan 3s, are they actually like, can they fulfill human capabilities? And Karth is a character. He's the main character. Karth is a character where he's so jaded. He's so he's kind of like a UNSC puppet that he doesn't really know what to do, and like all he really knows what to do is like UNSC orders. He doesn't know how to like be a human being, because if you read the book, Spartan 2s, they were abducted children, ripped away from their families, so they never got to experience what it meant to be a kid or just a regular person growing up. They were just robbed of that life, and they were turned into these just powerhouse puppets. And that's a theme I'll be expressing heavily. And then I guess one of the other themes that I really want to express is character development. And I know that's kind of vague, but I have never seen a machinima before where a character overall changes so drastically that they're just completely different by the end. And I think one thing that I've learned, like, I'm currently doing film in college, and I always wanted to make movies, but as I was writing Reign and even while I was writing Inheritor and even Reign, I love writing longer scripts. I love writing episodic shows. So I think I'm going to be more of a TV guy, to be honest, rather than a film guy. I mean, granted, I do kind of want to make movies later on in my life, but I feel like I would be better at making a TV show. That way I have a longer range of creativity, and I can showcase these characters off more. And Inheritor is going to be the longest series I've ever created. It's going to be 23 episodes. Reign Series 3 is going to have 18 segments. So it's going to be longer by far. And I think Reign Series 1, 2, and 3, and combined, let's see, what's that? That's 18 plus 6. So it's 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, yeah. So the whole Reign series is longer than Inheritor, but Inheritor is still pretty fucking long. Yeah, there's just gonna be tackling what it means to be human, character development, and like I said, I've never seen that in a machinima where characters just change so much. The only show that I can actually really say that I've witnessed where characters just change drastically over a course of a show is RB and the Chief, because John has a way of doing that. I feel like honestly, if you watch his earlier works like Deus Ex Machina, Hard Justice, One Life Remaining, yeah, they change, but it feels kind of quick. And RB and the Chief was 7 seasons. That's a really long time. But as he went to season to season to season, they gradually changed. Inheritor is going to be 23 episodes, so my goal with this show is to make some characters, actually not some, probably all the characters change drastically, but have it feel like it's not rushed, like have it feel like it's necessary. So what it means to be human, character development, drastic change, drastic choices, that's really what I'm going to be tackling in this show without giving out too much information to obviously spoil it. So just to quickly talk about this final teaser before I close out this commentary. Like I said, Noble Team's going to have a humongous interaction, whether they're going to be directly talking with these characters or whether or not they're going to be talking from afar and we'll just hear them over the radio. Like Halo Reach is this awesome thing, like where if you go into theater mode, you can actually fast forward through the cutscenes, and it cuts out all the audio except for the characters' voices. So it's great to use only their audio, which I love that. That's so awesome. I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but so right here we see a character. I don't want to say their names yet, but these are the characters that we'll be focusing on, and as you can see, they kind of transition, so they might change throughout the show. Here's Noble Team. I love this cutscene. Great cutscene. I love New Alexandria. It was a great. It was a great level. So yeah, Inheritor is during Set the Fall of Breach, so it's gonna be just another story during this amazing timeline. This really dark timeline, but I feel like this timeline is a great way to express character development, and it's a great way to have characters change drastically, and just like what would they do in these dire situations, and I love that. Here are more characters that we're going to be progressing throughout the Inheritor. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this Inheritor behind the scenes. Really quick, that guy right there you just saw who from Noble 6 who changed, he's going to be a major important character in this show. I'm not going to say his name yet, and I honestly don't even think anyone knows his name except for me and one other person, but yeah, we definitely are. And then we see, I love this cutscene, so beautiful. Oh yeah, here we go, ready? And then it changes. Boom, this guy right here. He's a very important character in Inheritor, and we'll definitely learn more about him as the show progresses. So, thank you guys for watching. We are Inheritors, and yeah, stay tuned for some more Inheritor updates and Reign Series 3 updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this little behind the scenes of what I'm trying to accomplish with this show. And yeah, Series 3 is coming up first, and then Inheritor will actually begin production. But between now and then, I'll be doing little teasers to just showcase more of this show. That way, it's not that way I'm not leaving you guys completely in the dark. That way, you guys are kind of up to date on what's going on with this show. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is James, the director creator of Inheritor, and have a great day, guys. And Talking in the Middle of the Night will air later today. So peace out. See ya.